RBC Economics just put out a detailed report on housing starts in Canada, and it does not look good for Ontario. Canada's housing construction is booming, but one province specifically is lagging behind. In today's video, I'm going to break down how national housing starts remain strong, while Ontario, and especially the GTA, faces a steep decline. We're going to talk about what's behind it and what does it mean for the market. So let's start with the bright spot, Canada overall. According to RBC, housing starts have hit record highs over the past 4 years, topping 1 million units in total. In the first half of 2025 alone, annualized starts averaged 250,000 units, above the pre-pandemic 10-year average of 200,000 units, according to RBC. But as you can see in the yellow line here, that overall strength masks a sharp contrast. Ontario is seeing a noticeable slowdown. Housing starts in the province declined steeply since mid-2024, particularly in the Greater Toronto area. As we know, the GTA is seeing a huge collapse in its pre-construction condo market, which means that buyers aren't lining up to invest in these projects, and therefore builders aren't going to build them. But outside of the province of Ontario, it's not like those markets really rely on the pre-construction sales industry to keep them going. So if everybody else can build without a pre-construction industry, why can't Ontario? And we're going to get into it. Data from CMHC sources show housing starts in Q1 in 2025 dropped to just 12,000 units, down about 20% from the previous quarter, marking the lowest quarter since 2029 in the fallout of the global financial crisis. So it really seems like here Ontario is behaving like it's in a recession, and not just the construction industry. You've got Toronto's unemployment is almost 10%, and Ontario's population growth is actually shrinking because people are leaving the province. Now, zooming in on Toronto reveals a little bit more of an alarming shift. For the first 5 months of 2025, Toronto housing starts plunged 58%, and the rest of the GTA were down 29% compared to the same period in 2024. One of the big reasons for this is Ontario has a huge supply of resale homes for sale, and so there's not a lot of excess demand to spill over into the pre-construction space or the new build space. And we know that pre-construction activity has hit a 30-year low as of June 2025, and developers are seeing major slowdowns. And RBC did a really good job of illustrating this on a chart where they basically just took pre-construction sales 18 months earlier and mapped it beside housing starts in the city of Toronto. And you can see there's a pretty strong correlation, and both are falling off of a cliff. And so without these pre-construction sales in the city of Toronto, we're not going to see more housing starts anytime soon. Now, in a lot of the other provinces, you're seeing housing starts backfilled by rental. And I covered this in a recent video with Brian Yu from Central One Credit Union, where you're seeing a huge increase in rental housing starts across Canada, except Ontario.